Protams, datoru var izmantot šādi. Bet var arī šādi. Dators prasmīgās rokās un profesionāļu uzraudzībā rada Latvijas un pasaules finanšu, medicīnas, kultūras, izglītības un citu jomu inovācijas. Mūsdienu tirgus apstākļos IT speciālists ir pieprasīta un labi apmaksāta profesija. Studē informācijas tehnoloģijas Vidzemes augstskolā Valmierā.
Dear guests, good afternoon from Latvia, Valmiera, Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences. We are so happy to host you today at Information Days for Bachelor Degree Study Program Information Technologies. Today I am here with my co-host Elina. She will later tell you more about Slido options, but I will shortly introduce you to the program. First, we will hear general information about the university, the options that offers university. Later, we will hear head of the Faculty of Engineering. Then we will hear some lecturers, current students, international students, and afterwards you will see Facebook Live excursion around the campuses and student hostel. But now I will give the floor to my co-host Elina to tell information about Slido.
Welcome to Vidzeme University, our open days. I'm glad to see you here. And I will explain you about a technical thing, about the platform we are using to make this more not a monologue, but a dialogue with you so we can make a conversation. And that platform will be slido.com. You will see here the code, the slido.com or slide.com. And the hashtag or the code is VIA21 as the year, and then I will show you how it looks like. When you join there, you will go in and see the first question. Please, everybody who joins, please add the location you are right now and connecting with us in this event. And also there will be opportunities to ask questions. Ask them all event long and also tomorrow if you watching it afterwards. So you can ask all questions here. Don't worry if you don't see your question right away, because they will be firstly approved by me. So these two sections, one question and answer section, and the second one will be polls and some interesting questions to you, and please join slido.com via 21 and have fun. Enjoy this day.
Thank you very much, Elina. But it is now time for general information about the university. Now I have to share my screen. I will try to do it quickly. So here we are. So, welcome to Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences. So, first of all, about Latvia. It's green, well-connected and safe country. The population is almost 2 million people. The most widely spoken languages are Latvian, English, Russian and German. Do you know any famous Latvian? So, I can tell you about some. We have very popular sporters. For example, Kristaps Porziņģis, who is NBA basketball player and currently he plays in Dallas Mavericks. Māris Strombergs, two-time gold medalist in Olympic sports BMX. Ernests Gulbis, professional tennis player. Mark Rothko, famous American artist who was born in Daugavpils. And many, many more. You just have to search Latvian. The sizing It's 5 times smaller than Germany, but twice as big as Belgium. The capital city is Riga. The weather. Latvia has 4 distinct seasons. We have white snow, bloomy spring, nice and warm summer, colorful autumn. Besides that, the half of area of Latvia is covered with forests. And in Latvia, from every place where you are, in 30 minutes you can reach some forests or green area. Latvia is tech-savvy. Latvia is among the top 10 countries with the fastest internet speed across the world. We are member of WTO, NATO, EU, and OECD. If you do some search about Latvia, these are 10 most Instagrammable places in Latvia. So you see, its nature, its colors, its sea, and many, many other things you can find about Latvia. Valmiera. Financial Times FDA Intelligence has named Valmiera one of top 3 micro-European cities of future. In Valmiera, the population is 25,000 people. And the number of workspaces exceeds the population, which is really interesting fact. Here in Valmiera, we have 120 foreign capital companies with total turnover 133 million euros. It's regional center for sports, culture, and education. Some of sites: Valmiera Drama Theatre, St. Simon's Church, Culture House, Concert Hall, and many, many more. You just have to come to Valmiera to see yourself. Welcome to Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences. We have 16 study programs within 6 study fields. In total, we have around 800 students, and which is really important fact, 90% of them after the graduation work. We have 2 faculties, Faculty of Engineering and Faculty of Society and Science. We have 2 scientific institutes, Socio-Technical Systems Engineering Institute and Institute of Social, Economic and Humanities Research. Knowledge and Technology Center is located in Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences, and many important projects are implemented within this technology center. We are very proud to be part of European Universities Initiative EUDRES. In this project, there are 6 universities from all over the Europe. Also, we are implementing here, and we are partners in NextGen project, and also this study program is part of this project. We are proud to be international university. We have more than 110 partner institutions all over the world in 45 countries. We have international teachers, international researchers. We are proud of our international summer school. And we have some deep international roots as well. So I will tell you now more about the study fields, and afterwards the most important information about the study program which we are presenting today. So we have here 6 study fields: business administration, information technologies, communication, media and governance, mechatronics, travel and leisure, and construction. So now more information about the study program Information Technologies. It's professional bachelor's degree in Information Technologies. Your professional qualification after the graduation will be Programming Engineer. The duration of program depends whether you are studying part-time studies or full-time studies. Full-time studies is 4 years long, and part-time studies it's 5 years long. The study language is English. Tuition fees, it is around 1,500 euros per year for students from EU, EEA or Swiss Confederation, and 2,200 euros per year for students from non-EU countries. When you are doing your application, which is totally online, you also have to pay the application fee. There are three sections of application fee. It's 50 euros, 100 euros, and 250 euros, depending on the country you are coming from. And you are wondering about the other costs that might be while you are studying here in Valmiera. We ensure a place in student hostel for each international student in a shared room. The costs are starting from 90 euro per month. It means you don't have to search for your own place of accommodation when you are coming to Valmiera. And other costs might be around 350 euros per month, depending on your necessities. We also offer state-funded study placements and scholarships for all our students. There are available 50 state-funded study placements for students from EU, EEA, and Swiss Confederation. And we offer 10 scholarships from students from non-EU country for most talented and outstanding students. The scholarship covers first-year tuition fee. After the first year, you have to apply for the scholarship again if your grades are successful and you are doing great in your studies. Besides that, we offer one scholarship for student from Belarus. The same again. The scholarship covers the first year tuition fee, and after the first year you can apply for the scholarship again if your studies are doing great. Some important dates. So, May 31st is application deadline for students from non-EU countries. July 12 is application deadline for full-time studies for students from EU, EEA, and Swiss Confederation. Last week of August is the orientation week for all our international students, which means you will have to arrive 1 week before the semester starts on 1st of September. Last week of January is orientation days for spring semester. The autumn semester lasts from September to January and spring semester from February to June. Very important day is November 18th, which is Independence Day of Latvia. And last week of January is registration for full-time studies. I hope you enjoyed this information session. And now my co-host Elina will ask you some Slido questions.
Hello everyone, I'm back and I'm back with Slido. Who haven't joined yet is welcome to join now in slido.com, and the hashtag you see there is VIA21. And there is the question, last question about the places you are coming from, and we already see those places. That's amazing. Thank you very much. And then you can already add some answers if you haven't answered yet. And I have already some questions regarding studies in Vidzeme University. Don't worry if you don't see your question here, because I review them and add to the timeline. For example, now I adding to the timeline, is it possible to learn also Latvian language? Yes, it is. It is a hard language. I will just answer that question, so I'm here. And it's a hard language, but it is possible. And also you can join some lectures, Latvian language lectures here. So it's possible. Time by time, we will add those questions to this Slido timeline. And after this, at the final of this event here in study, we will answer those questions. Vineta will answer them. So yeah. Thank you very much. Join Slido and ask your questions there. Thank you.
Elīna?
Protams, datoru var izmantot šādi. Bet var arī šādi. Dators prasmīgās rokās un profesionāļu uzraudzībā rada Latvijas un pasaules finanšu, medicīnas, kultūras, izglītības un citu jomu inovācijas. Mūsdienu tirgus apstākļos IT speciālists ir pieprasīta un labi apmaksāta profesija. Studē informācijas tehnoloģijas Vidzemes augstskolā Valmierā.
Now I would like to introduce you to the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Alvis Sokolovs. Please, Alvi, the floor is yours.
Going on, and I think one of the most interesting things is studies regarding IT sector. So it's information technologies, and we have a bachelor's program here, and this program was redesigned totally. 1 year ago, we started working on it. We took existing program, we totally redesigned it. We made it much better. We attracted new teachers, and we improved the skills of our existing teachers. And we made this program hand in hand with industry, so that people who study here, they have chance to work in industry, to go internship in industry, and they will definitely get the job anywhere in industry, in any company. So, and I think it's very important that we have this cooperation, very strong and close cooperation, not only with Latvian companies, not only with companies who are established by our graduates, but also with international companies, with these big giants. This is what we've done so far. We've created really nice and interesting program. And these branches, you not only learn to program or do things, you also learn about user experience. You also learn about artificial intelligence, and you can branch or specialize in different fields. One of which is virtual reality and augmented reality and smart technologies. And this is quite actually rapidly growing field because of the gaming industry. They started to develop and to use this for gaming, for fun, for entertainment. But what we do here, of course, our students and our staff like to play games in virtual reality. Is there a problem? No, should I continue talking? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so our staff, they love playing games, and but what they do, what they actually what they use here for virtual reality is that we have companies that develop virtual reality tools for safety training. For instance, you are owner of, or you are somebody in a company that has these dangerous elements of work where you should train your staff. But it's really dangerous to do that in real life. So first, before you put them in this real life environment, you make them do things virtually. So this is where we develop different tools, and also we do cooperate with our Ministry of Defense, and we develop different tools for virtual battlefields and stuff like that. There is huge market in our architecture. We have cooperation with company that develops VR tools for architects and designers and yeah, that kind of companies. Yeah, that's about VR. And then the other specialization that we have, which is really important nowadays, is cybersecurity. As you know, there are very few wars nowadays, like wars with guns, but cyber wars, they are going on all the time. Information wars, they are going all the time. So, and it's really important how companies store the data, how well actually staff is educated in the company. So we teach this cybersecurity for technicians who can take care, who can understand how cyber attacks work. They can understand where the weak points of the system, and they can protect the company. And also here we work with our defense ministry. We work with different companies that are focused on cybersecurity on different aspects, and we also work with private companies here. So yeah, this is so really quickly going through what's interesting here. Also, we have bachelor program in mechatronics where you can get maybe more practical, not practical, but I should say more hardware stuff where we teach people how to automate things, how to make robots and things like that. Really, we can blend these IT and mechatronics together. Also, get some data from production systems, and we can digitalize production company or something like that. And yeah, I was going to tell one more thing. We are now in a project called Next Generation Microcities, which actually was why we were remaking our study programs. And we have a really strong cooperation with also other universities in Latvia. And there's another project going on at the moment, which is UDRIS. UDRIS, it's a European something program where we cooperate with other universities in Europe, other applied universities from Austria, Belgium, Portugal, Romania, and Hungary. So we have this really strong network of cooperation with European universities, and of course, probably Vineta already told about cooperation with other countries. So you can go on exchange also somewhere else. Yeah, I think this is it. Maybe you have questions. I don't know how you can ask questions, but I have about it. So Vineta, maybe you have some questions.
Thank you very much, Dean, about the information about the faculty, about the study program. And now it is time for video.
I have the pleasure to introduce to you our new classroom, which is built according to active learning methodology. But in this case, I would like to tell you more of this classroom as support infrastructure for cooperation and collaboration. So this is a place where we expect that our researchers can give public lectures. They can organize a seminar for company representatives. They can organize co-ideation workshop with young people, or they can have online meeting with our European university partners or on joint cooperation and multidisciplinary teams. So one thing is we have a central screen, but the main infrastructure is connecting 6 more team screens together so that we can share our individual group work together with the whole classroom, and so we can switch from one information to everyone to individual different topics where every group is working on. So that's one of the possibilities where what we can do here. So the idea was to bring the latest technologies, the latest software and design in one place for being more mobile, flexible, and innovate together. So when we worked on the concept for this classroom, so we discussed a lot. So what kind of features are very important for working together, and we paid special attention to the sound effects, and that's why we have bought this acoustic lamps. So in order to reduce noise, and there are a lot of people working in a group. We also discussed a lot about lighting and what kind of lights we put in the classroom, because when you work a long time at different screens, so it's very important that for your eyes to get the right light in order you can be productive for a longer period. And of course design, which is created very welcomed, so that you can feel creative in this room, and it helps for you to work in a teams.
Welcome back. If you have any questions during the session, you can ask them on Slido, or feel free to write to international@va.lv. I will answer to your questions. But now it is time to introduce you to our current students, Olģerts and Undīne, who will tell you more about their study experience. Please, the floor is yours.
Glad to have the floor. We're both studying IT currently. It's our fourth year in bachelor's IT in Vidzemes University. We're like a few months away from finishing our bachelor's, and the experience so far is pretty good. So when I was thinking about studying, it was pretty obvious for me to choose IT. Mostly because I spent most of my free time when just on my computer, either playing games or watching videos and such. And so when it came to choosing like my profession or what I'm going to do in the future, I sort of wanted to contribute to that. I wanted to make something in the area that I basically lived my life. And also another big contributor to why I chose IT is because I was pretty good at it in school. So those two factors sort of combined, and now I knew that I wanted IT. It was pretty obvious for me. But I didn't really quite know where to go. More or less I had a few choices, but it was between going to the capital city of Latvia and going to Valmiera, where Vidzemes University is located. That was the main big choice I had. And I sort of went for Valmiera, for Vidzemes University, because there's a lot less people there. There's a lot less cars. There's a river going straight through the city. And it's not like, I mean, there's a bunch of cities that have rivers in them, but in Valmiera, the river is really close. The city itself is pretty small, and the river is like 5-minute walk from the university. So it feels very cool that you can just walk from the university to like a pretty cool park area and just kind of enjoy nature. It's really nice. And so that's the biggest reason I sort of chose Vidzemes University. Also that there's smaller classes and such. It's a lot more individual. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Undīne, and I also, as you just said, I'm also in 4th year, and I chose IT because I had programming in high school, and I really liked this subject, and I wanted to continue learning that. And I also thought, and I still think that IT is a huge field, and there's a lot of options to choose from, a lot of career options and professions. And when I decided that I want to study IT, I also had to choose the university. And I went to few universities in Latvia that offer IT studies, and I chose Vidzem University because it had smaller groups, and I had studied in a large high school, and I wanted like more individualistic approach and smaller groups, because I couldn't imagine studying in the group that has hundreds of people in it. Also, I chose Vidzem University because of Valmiera, and because it's a smaller city than Riga, and also more beautiful and friendlier. Yeah, and also a few other reasons why I chose Vidzem University was when I went there to see how students are studying when I was still in high school. They showed me laboratories where we can get some technologies for projects if we want to do some, and also it was the specialization between VR and cybersecurity. I chose cybersecurity, and I'm really glad with my choice. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Maybe I can ask you, what do you do besides the studies?
Oh, currently, we're writing our bachelor's, so nothing really else is there. But before we wrote our bachelor's, it was more of in Vidzem University, we went to a bunch of clubs, like improvisation theater club. It's really nice. I mean, a lot of people think that IT people don't go to these sort of clubs, and I thought that too until I went there. It's really nice. And also, both of us went to a debate club in Vidzem University.
We also participated in innovation laboratory for 2 years.
Yeah, that's
making projects for companies.
Yes, and on the free time,
and some other
kind of
there were other things also.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Improvisation actually is a thing I also would like to try. Thank you, Undine and Olgerts. But now it's time for my co-host, Elina, to tell more about Slido.
Hello everyone, I'm back. I'm not going anywhere until it's end of event. And as I'm looking at the Slido, you already actively participating in our polls. The actual one is, which superpower would you like to have? I would say, like me also, for myself, I would like to choose teleportation. And invisibility is also a good thing. What about you, Vineta? Is there something you would like to have?
I already have a superpower.
Yeah, I was thinking that's your answer. So you still can participate in this poll, but I wanted to show you the question and answer section, which is also open, and we already have 8 questions and 8 questions also for review. I will review them during this event, and at the end we will have some conversation. We will talk to you and answer your questions. So I just have to review them and accept them, and then they will be available to see also on the Slido. So join Slido and add the hashtag via 21 and ask your questions. So thank you. Enjoy.
Now I would like to introduce you to our lecturer Toms Amsons to hear his point of view about the studies at Vidzem University of Applied Sciences, IT. Please.
Hello everyone. So yeah, I'm a lecturer at Vidzem's University and also I work in the virtual reality laboratory also here in the university. I'm gonna tell you, Alves told you all about our amazing programs, but one thing he didn't quite mention that much is what sort of technologies we have here on the spot. For example, I can show you a couple of VR headsets that I'm currently working with, and they're all available here in the university. And which is the best part for students that also come here. They all have access to these wonderful, amazing tools, basically which are in all of the laboratories available. Each student just can come and have a quick consultation about the technology and get started with hands-on experience on tech. So also for the mechatronics laboratory, it's quite nice where students, if they have like an idea for a prototype for, I don't know, a circuit or a tool or a product or whatever, they could go into the laboratory and start working on that prototype and making it actually happen in real life. And in my opinion, that's one of the most amazing things about Vidzem's University. We have all this technology here and it's available and they're meant for the students to come learn practical things that they would need in the work field, to gain new experiences right here in the university before they even start working. And also another thing I wanted to talk about is that previous video clip that was rolled out. It's called the Virtual Reality Hackathon, which usually happens in springtime, where basically people all around Latvia and even the foreigners come to Vidzem's University in springtime for 3 days. We have a hackathon for 48 hours where people pitch their ideas. Some companies come also and pitch their own ideas, saying, right, you can develop prototypes and basically make a functional prototype in 48 hours. It's a really nice event. You get to meet a lot of new cool people from the industry, just new people who are interested in the field or are the technology enthusiasts. Just have a really great time and spend your weekend productively. And sometimes even from these hackathons, the ideas that are made here on the spot in 48 hours actually develop into fully functional products and businesses. What else I can tell you about our amazing technologies is that we don't tend to stick to one technology type, or not even type, but like if we get a headset, we're trying to stay on top of the new technologies also. So it's not like we're working with old outdated hardware. So we actually have almost the new top of the line technology, which is right here available, and everyone can work with it. And I would say that's pretty much it, what I have to say about it.
Toms, thank you very much for showing just a little bit from the hands-on activities what students can do here at Information Technology Study Program at the laboratories and what they can do here at our university. But now I would like to introduce you to our international student Mefat from Albania to tell more about the international student life here in Valmiera. Please. Hi, Mefat.
Hello. Thank you for inviting me.
Hi.
I wanted to speak a bit about my experience in Latvia, and I can say from my side that I'm very happy. I started my career as studying at via Vidzem University of Applied Science 2 years ago when I came here as Erasmus student, and I stayed 6 months. And from my opinion, I got very welcomed via staff, mentors, and professors. So that led me to make the decision to come and study here for the full-time master. And yes, so I will speak a bit about my experience and how things are in Latvia, Valmiera, and I guess as Venera said before, here everything goes as everyone wants. Everything is calm, everything is regarding rules. And regarding weather, I can say there are 4 types. There is cold winter and hot summer that is actually good, because when I came, for example, from my country, it was a bit, in August I came from a tropical area, then I came here and it was a bit cold, but everything is manageable and everything is correctly as I wished, and there are no such difference. And the winter also, it's really beautiful because you will start to see snow, you will start to see everything, how beautiful it goes and everything. Regarding the living here, I can say it's really affordable. I can say it's one of the most countries that all students can afford the livings here. Regarding other European Union countries, everything here is locally made. The food is great quality, and until now I haven't had any problems communicating English, even in markets or supermarkets. Almost everyone understands what you will need, and they try to help you a lot. And don't think that Latvian people, because mostly people think that Latvians at start are cold people, but it's not true. They are really friendly, and especially I will take great care of students, because when I came here both times I had mentors which guided me step by step what I should do and how I can get to know the place better. They came with me, let's say, hand by hand and show every part of Valmiera. And still they were continuously asking me what is problem with me, what is happening, if case, just to check on me, how things were going. So yes, I think I'm very happy with things, how go there, and I would recommend every student to come. The great quality of both faculties are really new, and the laboratories are extremely, really well equipped. So yes, you will learn plenty of things, and also the professors, except the academic experience, they have also personal working experience in fields. So that's also one really important thing that every student mostly needs, the practical knowledge. So that's, from my opinion, what I was able to tell. If Vianeta have any questions, I will answer.
Mefat, please tell me, what do you do after the studies?
Yeah.
In your free time?
Yes, mostly now regarding COVID is a bit strict, but when we mostly try to go on a walk, because now, and here in Latvia, there are plenty of forests and rivers where I like to go and check. Mostly the places where are open, I go and check, and mostly try to take some pictures, because like you say, they are for the seasons here. So I take a picture in summer, I want to take another in spring or autumn or December, because the places change and it's really good and calming. And mostly here we spend time with friends and mentors. They never let us alone, so we have things to do. We mostly go for walks and do things, because even COVID, we have some rules that we had to follow to prevent the issue. But before we, let's say, we watched movies, we were always together. So there are plenty of activities we did. There were games, we like game nights, movie nights, and plenty of things that everything goes good. It's been a long time, like 2 years I'm here, and I did not feel alone, not a moment. So all students, international and Latvians, are pretty well welcoming to international students. And I think 98% of students speak English, so there will not be no problem communicating with each other.
Thank you very much, Mefat. Enjoy your studies here at Vidzem University of Applied Sciences. And actually, you mentioned one really important thing, that each international student has local mentor who helps before arrival and during your stay here in Valmiera. But now, meet our lecturers and see more about the courses.
My name is Dāvis Ābols. I have a professional master degrees in information technologies with specialization in virtual reality and smart technologies. Also, I work as an XR developer. In this course, Introduction to Specialty, we're going to look at multiple topics. But to put that in different perspective, I'm going to draw it. So this is you. And probably you know something about IT. Or at least you have a smartphone, so that also counts. But what you're going to learn in this course? We're going to look at our university's paper submission standards. We're also going to look at degrees and qualification you're going to gain after finishing university. We're going to visit our university's laboratories, so you're going to see what awesome technologies we have here. Oh, by the way, it's all going to be more IT related. You're also going to have introduction in counting systems, so probably you're going to understand what I have written there, and also fine automats. We will have several lectures, but I would rather call them meetings, with the people from IT industry. So they're going to tell you how their ideas become their business opportunities in IT field and made the world a better place. And of course, you're going to have excursions to company offices, so you can see with your own eyes how they work and how all the environment is around there. And I think this whole picture gives you the main idea of this course. So, see you in the lectures, and remember, always submit your tasks on time.
You can find more similar videos like the previous one on our YouTube channel. But now my co-host Elena is here again, and she will ask you some questions on Slido.
Hello. We started another test, another poll, mood barometer on scale of 1 to 5. I didn't indicate it actually 1 is good or 5 is good, because in Germany, like, it's totally different. For example, if we see that 1 is quite bad and it's the worst, and 5 is brilliant, then we can see the answers in Slido that mostly of you feel really good or excellent even. I don't know about you, Vineta, but I feel excellent too, because we have questions. We have a lot of questions. The questions already entered in our Slido platform, and also some questions for review which will be approved within next minutes. So please join Slido, enter in the polls, and also ask questions about studies in Vidzeme University. Now we're gonna watch a small video again about studies in IT section, and then we will be back with a description of the guided tour. So, see you soon.
Hi, my name is Mihāls Baltruks, and this is software engineering. Creating an app, calling Google, and selling it for $1 million. Sounds cool, right? Yes, but it's not how it happens in real life. In reality, software engineering is a bit more complex and a lot more structured, with multiple different sub-processes that are interconnecting and maybe repeating, team members that are working together as one, and other things as shareholders like clients, finances, and more. In this course, we'll learn about different ways how project teams and projects themselves can be structured, managed, and measured according to different specifics. We'll also learn what software engineering team looks like, with different duties, skills needed, and toolsets used for each different team member, and how they come together as one. Are you thinking about just sitting and listening to the lectures? No way. We will simulate real-life situations and indulge into discussions about problems that software engineering teams face on a daily basis. Although knowledge about planning, metrics, tools, and technical skills are really great, no project can be really successful without effective communication. We will use proper communication tools and ideas to overcome project limitations and other obstacles, such as close-minded clients, for example, or financial or technical limitations. We'll also learn to manage issues within a team. We'll learn how to leave happy from a job interview and possibly becoming a new member of a team and successfully ask for a raise. The idea of this course is to understand that software engineering is not a complex puzzle, but a really well thought out set of processes that, if applied correctly, can bring great results with the least amount of struggling. Does that sound like something you would like to learn? Then I'll see you in class.
Our student Gertrude has joined me here in the studio, and she will tell you more about the Facebook Live guided tour. Please.
Hi guys, I'm Gertrude and I will show you around the campuses. I'm a student here in Vidzeme University. It's not going to be in Facebook, it's going to be same here. I will be through WebEx and you will see me on YouTube Live. So feel free to join me in 15 minutes and see you there.
Thank you. But now it's time to answer your questions, and actually we have quite many questions. And yeah, so there is a question. If I choose other study field, is it possible to acquire some of IT study courses? Yes, if you choose another study course in Part C, you can study courses also from other study programs if they are available. But it depends from year to year. You can write me to international@va.lv if you have more specific questions. Please, Elena, what we have more on Slido questions, if I could see them. I hear that there was one question, if there is study places for students from Moldova. We offer a scholarship offered by Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences for most talented and outstanding students from non-EU countries, which means that you can apply for this scholarship, and in a very positive outcome, you can be funded with this scholarship. There is a question if it is possible to work and study. Usually the lectures are from Monday to Friday and sometimes also on Saturday, but in general, as the IT field is quite flexible and a lot of are working remotely, then if you can do both things at one time and succeed in your studies and professional career, then yes, it is possible to work. What are some other questions? Is it easy to get a state-funded place? You have to be in a general participation with all other students who apply for the studies, and it depends from year to year. It depends on your grades, it depends on grades to other applicants, so it's not a quite easy question to answer. It really depends from year to year and all the applicants. Is there possibility for foreign students to learn Latvian as a study course? First of all international students have to study Latvian language and culture course, and it's in the first study year. And later, if there are many interests who would like to study this study course, we can arrange also additional study course for Latvian for foreigners. So, what other questions do we have on Slido? Please let me see. Do you have many girls studying IT? Well, it's hard question. What do you mean by many? There are girls in each IT study course, but of course the majority is male students. Yeah, so we have to increase the number of females studying IT. So now there is a question, how COVID changed practical part in studies? Is it still possible to reach lab and equipment during the pandemic? Yes, during the pandemic, you can come to labs and use the equipment, but you have to make the appointment before, so we are sure that there is now another person at the same laboratory at the same time, and so that there is no unneeded chance to meet another persons. But for our students who are still here in Valmiera, it is possible to also reach the labs and use the equipment if it is needed for studies, for individual works, for thesis, and so on. So there is one more question. Do the university provide opportunity to complete the internship in local IT companies? Do university have cooperation partners? Yes, the internship is an obligatory part of your studies in information technology study program, and university have some agreements with local IT companies, so you can do your internship there. But I, as international coordinator, would also like to encourage you to do internship abroad, to apply for Erasmus Plus internship or studies, so it broadens your point of view. It will help you to study here. So definitely there are a lot of international opportunities here at the university. Can students participate in those projects that was mentioned by the Dean of Faculty? Yes, we involve students in all projects. Student has to give the initiative that he wants to participate in the project, and I would say that here at Vidzem University of Applied Sciences, everything is possible for everyone. There is one question about the locals and English. Do the locals speak English well? Valmiera in general is quite a young town. There are a lot of young people, and young generation in Latvia speaks English very well. Also, other languages are spoken very well. So I would say that in Valmiera you can do with English very well. Also, Russian language is spoken here, German as well, so many languages. Is there snow right now? If you mean right now, there is some snow. This morning there was more snow than it is now, but some snow piles still are outdoors. You can see some snow piles outdoors still, and some mountains are still available for sport activities. There is a question. Application for bachelor only IT program or another two? Please answer. In English, we offer only a bachelor program in information technologies. We offer 5 more master programs in English and 2 PhD programs in English. But in bachelor level, this is the only program. Is it expensive to hire a room in Valmiera? As local, I would say that yes, comparing to Latvian prices, it is rather expensive, but it depends from the country you are coming from. If we compare with other countries, it might be cheaper to rent a room in Valmiera. It costs starting from 250, 300 euros per month for 1 to 2 room flats here in Valmiera. Yeah, is it easy to find a job and do it while studying? It depends how much do you want to have this work. It depends on your skills. It depends on the current demand from the labor market. But many students also work during the studies. So I would say that if you really want to have this job and work during your studies, it is possible. Of course, it will be much harder to be really successful at both disciplines, your professional and academic field, but nothing is impossible. And there's a question about the content of the course. Does it include cybersecurity and virtual reality engineering? There are some courses about this discipline in the study program. Yes, there is. So, thank you very much for joining us today for Information Days for Bachelor Study Program Information Technologies. You can see this also later on YouTube, but now I would like to invite my co-host Elina to tell also some information.
Hello, everybody. We are still a bit waiting technically to start our tour through both campuses, faculties, and dorms. But until then, you have opportunity to see some videos, and don't go away. Wait for that. Maybe it will take like up to 5 minutes. And I also have prepared a question in Slido.com where you can answer it. Can you please give me Slido? What's the first thing you will do once the quarantine is over? Put a mask far away. Okay, that's one thing. I for myself, I will probably go for a quick travel to Europe to see something. So please join this this poll so we can see what your opinions on that are. We will be there in few minutes and the tour will start. So join this poll and see the videos, and we will be back soon.
Protams, datoru var izmantot šādi. Bet var arī šādi. Dators prasmīgās rokās un profesionāļu uzraudzībā rada Latvijas un pasaules finanšu, medicīnas, kultūras, izglītības un citu jomu inovācijas. Mūsdienu tirgus apstākļos IT speciālists ir pieprasīta un labi apmaksāta profesija. Studē informācijas tehnoloģijas Vidzemes augstskolā Valmierā.
Hi, my name is Mitēlis Baltruks, and this is software engineering. Creating an app, calling Google, and selling it for $1 million. Sounds cool, right? Yes, but it's not how it happens in real life. In reality, software engineering is a bit more complex and a lot more structured, with multiple different sub-processes that are interconnecting and maybe repeating, team members that are working together as one, and other things as shareholders like clients, finances, and more. In this course, we'll learn about different ways how project teams and projects themselves can be structured, managed, and measured according to different specifics. We'll also learn what software engineering team looks like with different duties, skills needed, and toolsets used for each different team member and how they come together as one. Are you thinking about just sitting and listening to the lectures? No way. We will simulate real-life situations and indulge into discussions about problems that software engineering teams face on a daily basis. Although knowledge about planning, metrics, tools, and technical skills are really great, no project can be really successful without effective communication. We will use proper communication tools and ideas to overcome project limitations and other obstacles, such as close-minded clients, for example, or financial or technical limitations. We'll also learn to manage issues within a team. We'll learn how to leave happy from a job interview and possibly becoming a new member of a team and successfully ask for a raise. The idea of this course is to understand that software engineering is not a complex puzzle, but a really well thought out set of processes that, if applied correctly, can bring great results with the least amount of struggling. Does that sound like something you would like to learn? Then I'll see you in class.
You have already met our student Gertrude, and now she is ready to show you around the premises of university. Please enjoy.
Hey guys, so I'm here. We will quickly go outside, and we will start from outside. So let's go. We will come back here, and I will just tell you a little bit more. We are outside of our university. I'll show you a better view of how it looks over here. I think we can start from here. So just in front of the university we have a very nice statue, and the statue is called The Boys of Valmiera, and it's based on a novel. And the novel is about Latvian history and from students' point of view, how they are looking at their parents and how they are fighting for their rights and for the freedom. And yeah, I think that's a very nice monument to start with. So as we move in, we have a very nice parking right in front of Valmiera University. So you can put your car and everything, and then let's go inside, and I will show you more of what's inside. So our university is a very green university, and we promote for the students to come here by foot or by bikes, and that's why we have a bike station as well. So you can put your bike over there. You can go closer, have a look. There are some bikes right now. About all the programs that we offer. For the international students, it's the IT program, but for Latvians, it's business and media and tourism and a few others that we study here. And we can start, I think, with the library. That's like a very nice place in here. It has a lot of things to offer. Because of the corona at the moment, you can stay only 30 minutes in the library, but usually, of course, you can stay longer. So this is the first floor, but we will go up to the second one. there are multiple rooms in here. It's open for everybody who lives here in Valmiera. It's not only for students. For like ebooks as well, and programs. Like reports, so not now during the COVID time. But if we have books, we come here for the book, one of these ones. Like a smaller one. Or something like this, where we go and study together. Go to the end of the room. You can see there is a very nice view from here to Valmiera. You can go have a better look by another window. So the rooms are multiple, as you can tell. Here again, it goes all through Valmiera, and the city center is on the other side of the bridge, so we will go there later. Well, we will be going to the other campus. For us students, we call the university, like, as we have two campuses, two buildings. This building is building C, because it's on Plaza Street, and the other building is building D, because it's on Vergata Street. So that's usually how we talk with each other, in group chat or wherever. Oh, where are you going? To the building C, can you take me with? So that's what we use for recruiter communication. And now we will move on to the Europe project, which is called the Non-Universities of Europe. So in our project, we had these classrooms renovated. So as you can see, new technology, and it's better for like group works and everything. That everything is movable, the tables are movable. And yeah, multiple computers, so it's easier to work. This room and the other one on the other side, I will not show you today, but if you come to study to the university, you will show it yourself. Then we have lockers there, you as well, like a small area, and a little bit of champagne, so we can. Now we will go to the lounge room, or the students' room. As we go there, this is the hall of the rector. You can tell we had 5 rectors before. At the moment it's the 6th one, but he's finishing his work as well this year. The rector is very young, very easy to communicate with. He likes to get involved. For example, we just now had like an online party 2-3 weeks ago, and the rector was our DJ, so he's very excited. And this is the lunchroom. Our students come for their break times. And as I already mentioned, the Living University is our thing. So we do recycle our garbage things, you know, one thing for each. Now let's move on to the biggest room of all, the university or conference hall. This is the conference hall. Up to 200 people can come inside. And I think and go a little bit back up to the second floor. This is like a half floor. And let's see all the marketing people and maybe rectors are inside as well. Oh, I hope you can have looks here. So, yeah. Second floor corridor. Here's the office for the marketing people. The rector is in here. We can go check if he's here. No, looks like it's locked, so we won't be able to get in. The international office is the next door in front of that door. Then all the money comes to these cabinets and the personal platform offices. And we can go down to the ground floor. Just in the bottom of the stairs, this is the office for the basketball team. We have multiple sports teams. There's basketball, football, and hockey. Quite nice, they play it. And then if we go here, media room. You can see how your live stream was going before. You can have a look inside there. Elena is still sitting there. So, yeah, okay. So we can move on. And let's go through the changing room. And we'll go out of the university. And we'll go through the Valmiera city center. As we go by, the IT rooms are here, like the people who work for IT here. If you need like a camera or something, you can go get it here. And let's go up. Oh, I didn't take the elevator, but we have an elevator too. I forgot about that. So let's go outside. And I am able to take off the mask now. And maybe I would put on my headphones because I don't have on them. So microphone and you will hear me better. I need to go, yeah, check the university building. So maybe I will take on the and let's move on. So just in front of the university building, we have the bus station. Let me a second, we will wait for the cars to go away. Well, I didn't have the sound on. I hope you can hear me. So let's see the building now. So this is university, that's library. We were inside there in the corner. It's a very lovely evening. It's not raining, it's sunny. We thought it's going to be raining, but it is not. So the weather changes here a lot. This is the only bridge that goes over 4 cars, over River Gauja. There's two bridges for walking. Let's have a look. Sunny and everything. The other side now. There's still some ice floating in the river, but last week it was still frozen. And we need to go up the hill. Valmiera is one of the biggest cities in Latvia. Well, it's not the biggest one, as you know, the capital is Riga, but Valmiera is like the 7th or the 8th, I'm not sure really, my fault. But if you compare it to, I don't know, where are you from, that's the question, but if you compare it to Paris or London, it's very, very slow. But then again, there are smaller cities than Valmiera. The walk from one university building to the other is like 15 minutes. And it goes through the city center and, well, depending on which road you take, it can go through the old town as well. There's not much left from the old town. There are some castle ruins from the 13th century, and a museum and a church. We will see it later. But that's really all. If we talk about the old stuff. Up the hill, it was like 5-minute walk, and we are in the city center. So this is Valletta, the shopping mall here in Valmiera. And then we will walk this direction. On this wall you can see that's like an old town map. There's not much visible, but if you come here, you will see better. So there's somebody playing music. Maybe you can see in the background. Here in the background, really. And this is the center. Just in front of us, you can already see the church. That is the oldest building left here from the 13th century. Well, it has been renovated, of course, and everything, but you can get up there and have a very nice view of Valmiera. Then on the left, these represent the Hanseatic times of Valmiera. These little buildings, at the moment they use them as little shops. Well, because of COVID, it's not working, but just before they put on all the regulations, we had a very nice market here. So the church. Then behind the church there is the castle ruins. At the moment there's some renovation being done, so we can't see much. We can go have a closer look, but there's like a wall that we can't cross. Coming. So those are the ruins. Behind the ruins there is like a museum of Valmiera as well, and there is a very nice pizza place, but as you can tell they are doing renovation and you probably need to go from the other side and it's not on our way. Then as we move to the university building, the other one, the T1. This is the city council. I need to get back on the street. You can see the shopping mall from the other side, and that's the church. The sun is shining. It's not very warm though. It's like 1 degree, maybe 2. So then here in the shadow, not sure much, but it's called the Hanseatic Wall. So as I said, it represents the Hanseatic times in Valmiera. Valmiera is one of the Hanseatic cities. So you can see a few more in the map. And it's like a Viking ship or something. And then on the other side of the street is the Valmiera Theatre. It's one of the few professional theatres in Latvia. The shows are almost sold out all the time. Well, now they are maybe doing some online shows, again because of the COVID, but all the other times they do it regularly, multiple times a week, and people come here from all over Latvia to see theatre. So Valmiera is a very nice place to have a walk. This is one of the good places to go. The little lake in the center of the city. You can go around here. And during Christmas time, it had very nice lights all around it, and there was Christmas music playing. And you can see it's still frozen, not as the same as the River Gauja, but this one is still frozen. And now we are getting closer to the party area, where all the students come for parties. So we have one club, which is the most popular one. There are a few other places to go, but this one is where the people mostly go. We will come closer, I will tell you more. First there will be a terbata. It's like not really a restaurant, it's more like a cafeteria. So you can get some burgers there, very good burgers actually. And upstairs they have a pool table and you can go sit there. It's usually full. It's in this building, the red one. And you need to book it like early if you want to get a good spot. Most of the times I've come here, I come like randomly and it's always full, so I have to sit outside or something. But that's not bad either. So that's Darbata. And then in this building is the club Tinte. So this is the clubbing place everybody comes to. You can't see much. And the windows are dark, so you can't see inside either. But university have like good relationships with this place, so most of the events happening are here. We have the after parties, or for example, you know, we have sports games and then after party when the games are over, or they do parties for all kinds of stuff. And then just behind the club, it's the marketplace, so you can get some fresh vegetables and fresh meat and things, you know, from Latvian. What are those? Oh, my English, I lost it. Well, things are grown in Latvia. That's the point I wanted to tell. And we're almost here already, not this first building, but the second one is T Street. Can you write Method? Yeah, we need Method. He will come help us with the tour around this building. Okay, we will try to find Method. Not sure where he is, but I will need to put the mask back on. And so I will get inside and maybe I will put you on silent for a little. This is the building. This building is for the IT students, so those who are interested in studying IT in our university, this is the place for you. This building, it has all the labs and all these kind of things. So it's in the university. Oh, Method is there already waiting. I just need to put on a mask. So we'll give back the camera to the other person. Can you hold it? Can you take it? Oh, what happened there? Oh, the camera is going wild. I will turn off the mic for a second. We're back. So we'll go inside.
Hello. How can I help you? Okay, I'll show you some. Okay. Why did you stop talking?
Because the camera went off. I had to.
Oh.
Yeah.
If everything is okay, then let's go and check out some laboratories that we have. Let's start with our hardware stuff, which is mechatronics. Cold outside?
Yes.
So where people learn about electrical machines, drives, how they work, about industrial automation. These are like frequency converters that you connect a motor, and then you program this small box, and it controls the motor. So these kind of things are everywhere in industry, and this is where we actually get to know industrial systems. These posters are here because of COVID, so that we can mark place for students. This is a small model of sorting line. We have different actuators, we have different sensors, and so students have to learn how to program a programmable controller and turn those on. Right, here's a really, really old motor from a trolley. Right, so here we have some pneumatics, and we have also a robot, industrial sorting robot. This guy here can do really fast. It has a camera, it has this image detection, and it can sort things. So this is where students learn how to program robots. Right, and here we are in our electronics lab. This is where people learn about electronic components, like these here. What are all these things here that are soldered? They learn to solder. They learn to put things together so they don't boom. Otherwise, it's not really cool. Yeah, we also do here some microcontroller programming. These are very popular, Arduino. But this is for starters. For real guys are these here discrete components where you take one component, put it in a socket, and then you solder, and then you do all the tricky stuff, and then finally something works. And yeah, this is where you learn also about how to use different measurement devices, how to use voltage controllers, how to solder, how to use these tools. You shouldn't hold it like that. This is typically very hot. So, and the other part is hardware programming. So this is what you can do here. We have many things in our storage room. So let's go now. I'll show you about something about our prototyping lab, which we actually we're waiting for students to come in because they have that opportunity to build stuff, not just learn from theory, but also learn by doing it. Hello. Super important key. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Here's our prototyping lab. Also here you can solder, you can use different materials, you can have anything you like. Actually, you can build almost anything here. You have printing. Yeah, somebody is doing something here. Actually, it prints. Oh, it didn't work well. But yeah, we did some stuff for learning, for educational purposes, for students. They can come in and use bigger, smaller printers. They can use all different types of tools or materials. Anything. Even CNC mill is here, so you can cut things from wood, plywood, or plexiglass. Yep, this is a really nice place to learn, to study, do things. Right, there's more.
Yes,
and I'll give you
Hello,
a chance.
I didn't finish. Now I will tell you some places here as a student and how you can get through laboratory. This is the main hall where mostly students came when they asked for timeline or timetable of their lectures. Now I will tell you mostly the lectures. When you have lectures start here, and you will see when is a room it will be. For example, I will show you one auditorium in the first floor. That is called 123. This was for the birthday we had of VIA 24. It was this year, and the next year we have VIA 25. It will be such a big event here, and I hope plenty of international students will be part of VIA 25, so we can celebrate it together. So let's start with basically the one auditorium called the classrooms. When we do here is mostly when there are not IT meetings with no knowledge, skill, mostly meetings, and we have separated. This is the first room, and the lectures we do presentations. This room in the screen, the lecture presented, and the students see it. And there are here we mostly present the lecture, and students have a workplace to work directly from their laptops and follow the lecture here. This is mostly made when we do discussion in IT and we discuss project and things. So now we will go to second floor when the practical IT classes are. this is the door we go to a second floor, and there is the place inside of it where we mostly put our jackets when it's winter time here, and there is also an elevator for people who might need some disabilities or they mostly to go to the second floor. Then now we go to the second. So here is the main part where the students stay when they have free time. They join in the seats here, they have conversation, or they do their homework, they discuss the project, or how they can do something before the lecture. And here all the places are with charger, internet connection. And also for students, here there are some games where they can chill in their free times or drink coffee or water provided by Vidzeme. And here are the IT offices where the practical and the learning things happen. So I will show you one of the 30th, one is the 13th, where is the practical one. So here, as we know, every computer is equipped with the latest technology and softwares, so students can have access to more than 30 to 40 softwares of their needs. They need to do programming or virtual reality, cybersecurity, and even more. All computers are with fastest internet connection. As we know, Latvia is one of the 10 top countries for internet connection and so on. So yes, that's basically about the floors, the IT room.
And then here, I can add a little. This is the place where all the events happen, like small ones. For example, the graduations as well. We do take like pictures from up here. All the people are down, and then we take these nice pictures of the graduates and everything. And for the first year students, the first event happened in this building too. And can we go in the iLab?
Yes, also so this like every student who study here can come to print here. This is automatically printing machine. When you with your study ID card, you can print everything you want from here directly. And yes, and this is my office. So let's go now and tell you. Okay. No.
So we are organizing these events for students, business people, and companies. So they happen, I would say, once a year, maybe twice a year. This big event, it's called hackathons. So they work 24 hours straight. They come up with a problem, and they do the solution of the problem as well. And this is where the problem is. And Evan, will you join us in the doors? We need to do something.
I can show you the outside garden.
Yeah, we can go outside.
Back side of VIA, where students mostly come for fresh air after hard lecture. or to smoke or something. There is place there for parking your car or bicycle, and there is place also to sit and have some free time outside via Faculty of Engineering garden. So that's everything basically about Faculty of Engineering. And now we will go to the dorms to show this more.
Yeah, I need to call a taxi. So we have, it's called Vault. It's like an Uber here in Latvia. It's not very expensive. It's like 250 or 3 euros. So Method is calling the taxi. He will take the jacket afterwards. We will wait for him outside, I think, and the taxi too. So another fun fact that every first year student, when they come, they need to learn a dance. Every year there's a different dance. And then on the first day of school, when all the university is together, the first year students here in this garden are dancing the dance all together. So you probably can see some pictures in the university page. And let's check the building, maybe from far. Maybe you have some questions. I don't know if I can hear questions. I guess I cannot hear questions. But yeah, it would be nice to answer some if you have any. Maybe I can tell you about, well, we are going to the dorms. The same as we have two university buildings, we have two dorms as well. Ones are called E dorms, not the A dorms and Z dorms. So we are going to the A dorms. They are a bit more far from the university, but well, in my opinion, they are the better ones. And those are the dorms where the international students live. All the international students are on the second floor, so we'll go check the second floor. I will show you the kitchen and everything. We will go meet some students who are here at the moment. We will see the rooms and see how people live here in Valmiera. Maybe we will have some virtual pizza. So pizza might be coming, and I can give you a slice through the camera. And let's go inside.
There is our taxi.
So you see the taxi comes quickly. It took like 2 minutes and the taxi is here.
Always 2 minutes.
2 minutes, 2 minutes. So to get to the dorms, we will go back through the city center, and this is the way we came here. I don't know if I have much more to say, so maybe I will let you enjoy the view and turn off the mic for a little bit.
So this is the main street of Valmiera. Everywhere you need to go, you take this street. It's called the Riga Street, so it goes to Riga as well. Oh, you see the sun is shining very brightly. So a few things on the way. This is a bank building, a Latvian bank, or Scandinavian one. Well, we are on the red light. I wanted to show you the park behind the bank, but we can't see it yet. Maybe you can see hear the radio on the background. That's radio. Yeah, the window is not clean either. Jokes, not that bad. So this is a very nice park to have a walk in. And they have a concert hall on the other side of the park. Well, you don't see much because the car's in front. And then this building, just this one, is the cinema building. So if you want to see a movie, come here. I haven't been there yet, actually, and it's my third year here. But people go there, and all yeah, see, Method has been there. So they show all the movies that they show in Riga or any place else, well, all the new movies. And we go. The sun is shining very brightly. And the way is very quick. If you're wondering, we will be there in like a minute or two. Now we will be going by. It's like a Scandinavian, well, Baltic countries. We have this place called Hesburgers. If you're interested in fast food, in Valmiera we don't have McDonald's, so Hesburgers is the place to go. That's usually the first question for people who come here, international students. They ask where's McDonald's, and I'm telling them that there is no McDonald's. You need to go to Hesburgers, a car wash. And you can see already the building there in the background, the big one, is dorms. So one more turn and we will be there. Yeah, that's our dorm building. From this side you can see there's balconies, if you are interested in these kind of things. So one last green light and we will be there.
So we are here. These are the doors. And let's get inside. Maybe then it will be easier to talk. Not that loud outside. Not that loud inside. Outside. The dorms have 5 floors. The international students live on the second one. On the first floor, there's like a cocktail area, so you can book it on the first floor. I think we can go up, down, and then we will go and see the international students. So in every floor, the students keep the bikes and everything. I will show you like this. And let's see. On the fourth floor, there's a ping pong table, so that's nice. People spend a little bit of their time. Sometimes we play Mafia here as well, if you know the card game. And then we can go by the window. Well, there's somebody driving the clothes, the window. And a very nice view. So you can't see much because of the sun, but if you look up there, like more far away, first there's a BMX track. We have a very good BMX rider, well, used to be. He won like 2 or 3 Olympic medals, so this track was made in his name. And then behind the track, there is a football field and an Olympic center, so you can go do sports there. The basketball team, the football team, and the hockey team all train there. We can move to the balcony. You can see there are 5 rooms on each side. 5 there and 5 here. In each room, 4 people can live. So inside, you will see inside later, but there are 2 rooms, 1 room for each, and a toilet for 4 people. On each floor there are 2 kitchens. We will check the big kitchen on the second floor later, and the small kitchen is on this side. Well, in this kitchen there is no table. But a few of the kitchens have been lately renovated, and this is one of them. And again, we do the recycling, the garbage. On each end of the corridor, there's a balcony. So, as I have heard from students, the best place to be on balcony is actually this time, maybe later, because the sun is not setting yet, and when the sun is setting, it's a very nice view here. Maybe we can go through these steps. Try not to fall. Is the same, but on the 3rd floor there's there is the laundry room. Well, it's half kitchen, half laundry. So as in every place you can get your things washed and everything. So a washing machine and a dryer. And let's go back down to see who's at home, who can we meet. Well, Method doesn't inform, so we can go visit Method and in his room. Or we can go visit the girl, the Erasmus girl. Is anybody home? Can we come in? So let's go. This is how the girls living here. Here with the camera. Hello. Hello. It's my room. How are you feeling, guys?
We just finished Chinese class. So yes, just now. Yeah. And we are preparing the article for tonight.
Okay.
If you want to come, you can.
Okay. What time are you doing?
Maybe 8. Yes. 8. We will see with the oven.
Okay. We can have a look in the toilet room.
Yeah. No, I check before you come.
Will you come for the pizza? Okay, it should
yes,
be
but
here.
if you want it, that's
One of them only. So let's see how we put this. Let's go check on them. Well, like a clean and that's like this. And then flip on the other side. Because I hope you're not naked. We're coming to show how you live. Yeah. It's a wizard?
Yes.
Okay, not showing Method room. Okay, okay. Well, it's fine. We can come or we can. Method's doing it quick. So Method lives in the room alone, so he can have a double bed to push the beds together. That's what we do here. He has like a little home, you know, he has everything here. Food for days. And a beauty salon, some coffee. Of course you need coffee. Well, let's go to the kitchen. And I'll give you a quick look of the big kitchen. So we saw the small one on the fourth floor. This is the big kitchen. This kitchen packed people actually, you know, eat. There are not that many living because of the COVID. You see the place and everything. So this is the international kitchen. They have made some nice wall drawings as well. They change them time to time. It's most of their best sayings, you know. And there's a table in here too. And they got the fridge. I'm not sure, what is the time? Check the time. So it's 5:30. The pizza should be here very soon. Not sure what I can make. We can have like a talk. Let's stand and talk. Well, sadly, there is no lounge room in the dorms, but all the lounging happens in the kitchen in this area. As well, all the parties or any kind of get-togethers we usually do here in the kitchens, or we do it upstairs on the fourth floor by the ping pong table. Yeah, as you saw already, people live 4 together when the dorms are full. It's 4 people in one apartment, 2 in each room. Well, now when COVID is going wild, the dorms are quite empty. Well, the international students are still here, but the Latvian ones, there's only a few left. So most of the rooms are empty at the moment, and the dorms are quite what do you say? It's not lauded here, you know. Not sure. There are international students. There are those who study here for mostly masters. So those are 2 years, I guess. Or there are Erasmus people, the people who come for one semester or for 2 semesters. Yeah, from the girls, those ones are they are staying already for the 2nd semester, so they've been here for both of semester 2. Last semester we had quite a few. There were like 25 Erasmus students. Well, this semester there are a bit less, but okay. Maybe next semester there will be more. On the free time, I don't know. We study here. You know, we have online lectures, so most of the people are in dorms who live here. We go for walks. As for international students, we organize some trips and these kind of things. Student union in our university, we have it as well, and we have culture, sports, communication, and different kind of departments in the student union. And those are the people who usually organize the events. And we have the pieces coming in. That's Anya. She's the president of ESN. So maybe Anya has a few things to say, and I will call the others to come for the pizzas.
Yeah, so this is how we finish our excursion. We will have a pizza all together. The first one to eat, the others are still coming. I would love to answer some questions, so feel free to leave the questions in the comments or in the live, and maybe we can have an answer. Or write to the international office, you know, international@ea.le. And that's all. Have a lovely evening, and see you here in Within University. I will be more than happy to see you here.